Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube and welcome to this brand new video for the channel. Honestly, it's been like about a month since I posted the latest video in my playlist Inside of a Successful Mind, which is based on the personal book that I'm writing about my life, about my story, and about everything that I've actually have gone through in order to be where I am right now. But I've just been too busy to actually make another recording just like this one. So I decided to make this specific video in order to make part 3, which is the beauty of failure. Now, on the latest video that I actually posted in regards to a successful mind, it was what is a successful mind, right? And I covered like a little bit about failure, about the failure that I've had in my entire career, either as an online trader, as an entrepreneur, and everything related into my life. And but I didn't actually go deep into it, like really to discover or to show you what's the beauty of failing when it comes to online businesses. And in this video, this is exactly what I want to cover. I hope that I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but I invite you to stay up until the end and watch the entire video, as I'm sure that you will learn something new today. If you're new into my channel and you're into binary options, forex trading, crypto trading, or any type of making money online, this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below for more content just like this. Without further ado, let's jump into the content. Many people don't realize that failing in business is something good. Hey, you might be like, hey, this guy's crazy, I'm just closing the window, right? No, actually failing, it's actually something good when it comes to being an entrepreneur. And let me go ahead and explain you why. You can be successful, you can have some rich parents that are just giving you the capital to start a new business, and they're like guiding you in everything, and then you're like, hey, you have a successful business all of a sudden, and you never failed, and you're like, I probably you've heard about this business gurus that say, hey, you need to fail in order to succeed, and you might think, no, that's not true. I succeeded and I never failed. But here's the deal. When that failure comes, because it's going to, what are you going to do? You're not gonna know how to deal with it, right? So failing, it's a good thing for business owners. And let me just go ahead and break that down so that you understand exactly where I'm going with this. Whenever you fail, when you're building a business, when you're doing a job, when you're in college, whenever you're actually doing something for your personal development and for your wealth in general, when you fail in something, you'll learn. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? Let's say, for instance, let's talk about online trading, since this is the channel related to online trading. Let's say that you invest 20% of your balance in one trade and you lose it. Will you do it again? No, right? You're gonna start trading with less amount, 5%, 10%. And you probably already seen in my videos that I recommend you to trade with 5 or 10%. And there's a reason for it. The reason is because I learned that trading with 20% was not a good thing, and it was gonna lead me to fail faster than anything, right? So you learn something when you fail. Let me give you a different example, right? Let's say, for instance, that in online trading, as usual, you go ahead and lend some money, and you get some money, $300, $500, whatever, from your family members, and then you deposit. You didn't invest in any education. You just invested your money to start trading, and then boom, you blow your account. That's a failure, right? And it hurts. And I know some of you might have gone through this or probably are going through this, and you already know that it is a failure. Did you learn something about this? Yes, never borrow money for online trading, right? I know it's harsh, But in order for you to get money, you shouldn't go and borrow it. You should just be creative and create it. Does that make sense? Let's say, for instance, that instead of going and borrowing money, you can create something that you can sell. Because you can grab something that already has a value, let's say a camera. You can buy a camera for a cheap price, and then you can go ahead and sell it. Yeah, you can make some profit. But I can guarantee you this, there's a lot more money when it comes to creating something and then sell it. Yeah, you can create a t-shirt, you can create shoes, you can create, I don't know, you can create a training for haircuts, for makeup, if you're a woman. I don't know. You can create something and then sell it online. Then you're gonna get some money, and then you can invest in online trading or whatever you want invested in. That makes a lot more sense, right? So that is the beauty of failure. You have to go through it in order to understand and learn that you shouldn't have gone in that direction. I remember back in the days when I started the first call center and I failed. I remember that I had to go back to work in a different call center as an employee. You know, after just being an owner, I had to be an employee again. And I looked how things were so mishandled by supervisors, by trainers, by operations managers, by account managers, by site managers. Even the biggest, the biggest position in the company, I noticed that they were crappy bosses. They were crappy leaders. They were not leaders. And I had to be there because I had something to pay. I learned a lot from that failure. First thing I learned, don't invest in something, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's bottom line. I was like, I'm betting everything to this company and I'm not gonna fail. Mistake number one. You don't know if you're gonna fail or not. But you do know that you should not put all your eggs in one basket. I did it, I failed, and I felt horrible. That's lesson number one. Lesson number two is don't do business with someone that does not have the same mentality you have. We're going in opposite directions. My partner wanted to do this strategy, I wanted to do this. We never agreed on that. So we ended up failing. We could have done a lot better. Lesson number three, when you hire people, give them the confidence and the comfort that they will be supported by you. Those people realized that I had failed, and you should never allow that to happen when you have a company. How did they realize? We didn't have that much money to pay them. It was horrible. But I learned. Now, whenever I start a new business, I come up with my bank account and have a bank account saved for 3 months in advance of expenses, including paychecks, including services, including internet, including emergencies and everything, so that this doesn't happen again. If within the 3 months that we are operating, the business doesn't work, then I just close it, but I don't owe anybody a penny, and they don't look me as a failure. Those are the lessons that I learned. The most important ones. Of course, I learned a lot more lessons, but this is the beauty of failure. You have to fail in order to succeed. It's just part of the process. It's part of it. Unfortunately, in school, in college, and all those, traditional education, what they teach you is not to make any mistakes. Robert Kiyosaki said that in school, you learn how not to make any mistakes. So when you are a professional, you are afraid of making mistakes because people will look you as a loser, as a failure. And that doesn't work as a business owner. That doesn't work as an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, and when I mean an entrepreneur, I don't mean just someone building a big company. I mean online traders. I mean you that are like looking forward to work for yourself, not have any bosses, not having any schedule. That's an entrepreneur. So in order to be an entrepreneur, you have to embrace failure. Failure is good. When you blow up your account as an online trader, tell me, do you learn something? Of course you did. Even if you don't want to see it, you learn something. But here comes the other part of the training or this conversation that we're having. Even if you know that you failed in something, if you don't do anything to change that, you're always going to keep on failing. Yeah, you learned something, but you have to change that, right? If you learned that investing 100% of your balance on one trade, it was a mistake, don't ever do it again. You already know what you have to do, and you know what you don't have to do, which is investing 100%, right? You have to learn, and you have to apply what you've learned. That's bottom line. You have to. If you don't do it, then you're just wasting all this incredible wisdom that is behind failure. That's my advice to you. How can you actually improve what you have failed? First, let's focus on what you can learn in some scenarios in regards to online trading. Hey, investing money that is not yours. Mistake number one. If you blow your account, you probably right now understand and you're like nodding along, watching the video and saying, yeah, he's right. I shouldn't have done that. Don't do it again. Go and make some money. Go and make some money on your own. You can, I don't know, like I said, even if it's not in this field, you're supposed to be good at something. You have a passion and you can do that. You can do that on YouTube. Go to my other YouTube channel. I teach you how to make money with no money at all. Because in this industry, you do need some money to start. In that industry, it takes more time, but it doesn't take that much money. It doesn't take any money in some cases. So go out there. BLW Money System is the name of the channel. So don't borrow any money and just go and make some money. Another scenario, you're following the signals of the admins, for example, in my Facebook signals group. And then you go in and make 10% of increase in your account today. But then your self-esteem is actually good, you're confident, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna increase it to 20% on my own. And what happens is that you lose the 10% and sometimes even more than what you have earned by following the admins. What is the step that you're gonna take in order not to fail that again? Is don't do it, right? Practice on demo. If you feel confident enough, change your demo and trade on demo and practice. Because practice will make you an expert. But don't make the mistake of risking what you have already earned during the day following the admins. That's just the second scenario I just popped up in my mind. Third scenario that I want to give you today is, and this happens a lot, people withdrawing entire balances. So I started with $100, I got to $3,000 and I'm all excited and I'm just withdraw $3,000. What happens next? You're gonna be in the same place where you were right before, right? So don't withdraw all of your money. Withdraw half of it, $1,500, and then make some more, and then withdraw again, $1,500, and then make some more, and then you can withdraw a little bit more. Maybe in a couple of weeks or months, you can withdraw the $3,000 that you wanted at the beginning, but you're gonna leave a balance of $3,000 in your account. Does that make sense? So those type of actions will help you embrace failure, understand how valuable it is, and more importantly, how to deal with frustrations of failing in something. You gotta deal with it. You've seen me losing money in live streaming sometimes. Do you ever see me angry, frustrated, mad? No, right? I'm always smiling. I'm like, oh, okay, I lost it. So what can I do? It happens, right? You have to be able to handle failure. And I guarantee you this, once you love failure, it will stop going away. I know it sounds like weird, like a relationship, right? Once you start loving failure, it will start going away. You know, it's like when you're in love with someone that's not right for you. It just gets away, right? Same thing. When you start loving failure, you're gonna like get everything that you need from failure, learn as much as you can, and then suddenly you're not gonna be looking at it that consistently. Of course you're gonna fail in something in life. We are all gonna fail in something in life eventually, throughout our entire life. But the point is, how much are we gonna learn from that failure? Keep that in mind. Keep enjoying your weekend. I hope you like this video. And for more content like this, make sure you are subscribed to my channel. And if you found value on this video, make sure you hit the like button. Inside of a Successful Mind is a series of videos that I'm creating with my personal experience and my personal story behind everything that I have achieved so far. I'm a 29-year entrepreneur, self-made wealthy person in the online trading business and online marketing business. So I'm here to help. So if you like this video, make sure you actually share it with your friends. Maybe they will find it useful as well. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.